Once upon a time in ancient Papua New Guinea dwelled two brothers, Taitu and Tawira, within a coastal village. Governed by a strict set of rules crafted by the village elders, their primary purpose was to safeguard the villagers from the perilous entities of the sea, known as the Masalais. These ethereal beings possess the ability to metamorphose into various forms, posing lethal threats to anyone daring to venture into the ocean's depths. Beyond their village, across the vast expanse of the open sea, lay an island shrouded in mystery and dread. Forbidden to the villagers, tales whispered of those who dared to venture there, never to return. The island was said to be haunted by the malevolent spirit known as the Island Masalai, claiming the lives of those who crossed its shores. One fateful morning, as the sun cast its golden rays upon the horizon, Taitu and Tawira embarked on a fishing expedition. Ignoring the warnings echoing in their minds, they set sail, paddling their canoe with determination. Upon reaching their chosen fishing spot, they anchored their vessel to the ocean floor and cast their lines, oblivious to the looming danger. While Taitu and Tawira were fishing, their luck seemed abundant as their catch filled their canoe to the brim. However, as the hours passed, ominous signs began to manifest. The once gentle breeze morphed into a fierce wind, and the currents grew stronger, pulling relentlessly at their vessel. In a moment of panic, the rope tethering their anchor snapped, leaving them at the mercy of the elements. Despite their valiant efforts to paddle against the force of nature, the weight of their bounty weighed them down. Exhausted and defeated, they surrendered to the fatigue, seeking solace in a moment of rest. Unbeknownst to them, as they drifted into slumber, their canoe was carried by the relentless wind and current to the forbidden island, where the malevolent presence of the Island Masalai awaited their arrival. As Taitu and Tawira awakened, their eyes widened with dread as they realized their canoe had drifted ashore onto the forbidden island's sands. With urgency, they dragged their vessel further inland, seeking refuge from the impending danger. Famished from their ordeal, they kindled a fire and cooked some of their fish, hoping to replenish their strength. However, their respite was short-lived, for the scent of their meal attracted the attention of the Island Masalai. Just as the malevolent presence descended upon them, a stroke of fortune intervened. The winds howled and the currents surged, providing a brief window of opportunity for escape. With fear coursing through their veins, Taitu and Tawira sprinted to their canoe, launching it into the turbulent sea. As they paddled furiously, the Masalai transformed into a monstrous shark, its formidable shape slicing through the water in relentless pursuit. As they paddled, they tossed their fish overboard one by one, hoping to divert the attention of the Masalai and spare themselves from its hunger. But as they neared the halfway point to the island, their supply of fish dwindled to nothing. With a heavy heart, Taitu, the elder brother, turned to Tawira, his voice grave. "The Masalai will come for us now. You must cut my body parts and throw them to it." Taitu heard this, and tears welled in his eyes as he pleaded with his brother. "No, you should cut my body parts and feed the Masalai." But Taitu, resolute, responded, "I've lived long enough on this land. You must do it." Despite Tawira's reluctance to harm his own brother, Taitu insisted, "It's me who will end my own life." With a heavy heart, Taitu grasped the knife and severed his own left leg, hurling it into the sea for the Masalai. "Paddle the canoe faster," he urged, their survival now dependent on their swift escape from the looming threat. Tawira paddled the canoe with all his might as the menacing presence of the Masalai drew near once more. Without hesitation, Taitu made another painful decision, severing his right leg and tossing it to the creature. "Paddle faster," he urged, his voice urgent with desperation. Tawira responded by redoubling his efforts, pushing the limits of his strength as they raced to escape the relentless pursuit of the Masalai. Taitu, with resolve etched on his face, severed his left arm and urged his brother to paddle faster. Despite Tawira's exhaustion, he pushed himself to the limit, straining against the relentless pursuit of the Masalai. As the looming threat drew near once more, Taitu, with unwavering determination, commanded, "Cut my right arm and throw it to the Masalai. Remember, it's my choice to sacrifice myself, not yours." With a heavy heart, Tawira obeyed, severing Taitu's right arm and casting it into the sea to appease the relentless creature. As Tawira exerted every ounce of his strength to paddle the canoe, he also sang their favorite song to uplift his brother's spirits. "Ting ting maito maito maito, unkasme o," he sang, the melody carrying through the air as they fought against the waves. "Ting ting maito maito maito, unkasme o," he repeated, the familiar tune serving as a source of comfort amidst the chaos of their desperate flight. As they neared their village island, the dreaded Masalai reappeared. "Cut my neck and throw my body to the Masalai," Tawitu instructed solemnly. Without hesitation, Tawira obeyed, severing Tawitu's neck and offering his body to the creature. All that remained was Tawitu's head. The Masalai consumed Tawitu's body and retreated to its island, leaving behind a trail of haunting memories. Tawira paddled with all his might, racing towards the shore. As he reached land, tears streamed down his face as he cradled his brother's head, carrying it home. Under the cover of night, he laid his brother to rest behind their house. Unable to shake the grief, Tawira found himself haunted by memories throughout the night. When morning broke, he ventured behind the house to visit his brother's grave. To his amazement, he discovered a new plant had sprouted from the exact spot where his brother's head was buried. From there, he devotedly cared for the plant, showering it with attention and nurturing it with care. Over time, the plant thrived and grew into the magnificent coconut tree we see today. Astonishingly, as the coconuts ripened, each shell bore a striking resemblance to his brother's features, his eyes, nose, and mouth, a touching reminder of their enduring bond that surpassed even death.